This video is for educational and entertainment use only. The views in this video do not necessarily represent the views or life of Marlon Dixon.
Welcome back to Duffle LO, to sit down, and we're still on the Russia videos. Like I told you guys, we got our red on, it's blood being spilled, but it ain't funny, but we still gotta, make it educational and everything. So in the last video, I told you guys how the US and the allies kick Russia off the SWIFT banking system. We're gonna get into the banking system right now with the SWIFT banking system. So I want you guys to like, share, subscribe, and comment down below as I share the video. As you guys can see, this is what's going on. That's what they believe what's going on in Russia. So this just came out yesterday, 3/15/2022. Banks on alert for Russian reprisal cyber attacks on SWIFT. So basically, since they kicked Russia off, they think Russia's gonna get ready and try to hack it. That's basically what they're saying. But let's go ahead and get into it so we can see the details of it though. So big banks fear that SWIFT faces a growing threat of Russian cyber attacks after 7 of the country's lenders were kicked off the global payments messaging system over the weekend. So you see, they just did this. They already said they weren't going to do it. They didn't know that they was going to do it, but they end up doing it anyway. And now they spook like, oh man, Russia might try to hack us. Like, the Russian hackers, they be getting wild, like, all that type of stuff. So they kind of like on the edge right now, trying to see if they're going to hack the SWIFT system. But pay attention to what's going on. VTB, Russia's second biggest bank, and Bank, which finances Russia's war machine, were among the lenders removed on Saturday from SWIFT as part of the West sanctions campaign against Moscow in response to its invasion of Ukraine. Now, that's the first bank and the biggest second bank. And this second bank is the one that's financing the war. So now I can understand sanctioning that one. The other sanctions, I can understand you sanction this one because they might have majority of their money in that. Totally understand that. But a lot of the other ones might not even have nothing to do with this, what's going on. So they probably just got sanctioned for nothing. But if you're from the hood, you understand that somebody ate some of the stuff out the refrigerator. And my man said you can eat that out the refrigerator and nobody want to say who ate it. Everybody got to get a whooping. So that's what they doing. They sanctioning everybody. Senior executives responsible for cybersecurity at several banks told the Financial Times that the threat to SWIFT, which enables banks to send trillions in payments across borders every day, could escalate if more of Russia's lenders are expelled from the system. Now, let me key y'all in on this. This is what SWIFT do. So y'all can see this clearly. I can see clearly right there. SWIFT, which enables banks to send trillions in payments across borders every day. Not every 2 days, every month, every week, every year, every day. They send trillions every day across this. Remember I told y'all earlier, hey, bro, I'm finna get ready to send you 500 million. All right, bro, I'm finna get ready to send you 30 million. I'm finna send you 20 million. I'm finna send you 2 billion. They sending this every day, trillions. That means it's more than one. And it could escalate if more of Russia's lenders are expelled from the system. So they saying like, hey, Russia might hack if we keep on doing this. And if they hack into the system where they send trillions every day, how much money do you think they're going to have access to if they hack into it and they circumvent the system and send one payment that was supposed to go this way and they send it that way? You feel me? Sberbank, Russia's biggest bank, and Gazprom Bank have so far been kept on SWIFT as they facilitate much of the West payments for Russia oil and gas. So now you see, we kicked everybody else off SWIFT, right? But see, because that's how we, pay y'all through them 2 banks right there for the oil and gas. I know we sorry about the sanctions and everything, but we still need some oil. We need a little oil. So we're gonna go ahead and keep them on SWIFT because that's how we send y'all payment. But that's what's so crazy because y'all still freezing they reserves. Y'all still freezing their foreign reserves. So if y'all still freezing their foreign reserves, why would y'all still send them payments for? Why would they? Russia ain't giving y'all shit, man. That's my thought process. The executives are concerned that SWIFT could be a more attractive target than individual banks, as it is a pinch point in a global financial network. Now look at this. It's that language again. I tell y'all to pay attention to. The executives are concerned that SWIFT could be a more attractive. Why would SWIFT be attractive and be a target at the same time? Because it's a pinch point in the global financial network. So now if they hit SWIFT, they fuck up everybody money. Think about that. Excuse my friend. They fuck up everybody money. So not only is the sanctions messing up their money, all right, we hit that. Now everybody in cahoots and everybody finances is messed up. So they understand that. There are lots of concerns about SWIFT, said a financial regulator that supervised some of the banks. Banks seem to be comfortable with their own cybersecurity levels, but a hit to SWIFT would be very detrimental to the whole banking system. So you got one bank right here, right? And this is SWIFT. And then you got all of the other banks that's connected to SWIFT. So they okay with their security, but if SWIFT is hit, it's going to take their security down too. So they got to understand that. Although banks have become increasingly concerned about SWIFT as a potential target, so far, Russia's cyber attacks have targeted only Ukrainian government departments and infrastructure. Russia, like, we ain't trying to attack the whole world. We trying to attack them. The whole world seems to be attacking us. That's how they looking at it. So you can tell by how the situation going. Executives with oversight of cyber defense within their banks told the FT they had put their teams on alert for potential reprisal attacks. SWIFT plays a crucial role in global banking with more than 11,000 financial institutions using the system, which facilitates trillions of dollars worth of transactions every day. During warfare, it's the most effective place to hit. It's the nucleus of the global banking system, the node that connects everything, said one senior bank executive. Now, if I'm reading this article, and y'all clearly see that I'm reading this article with y'all and to y'all, what makes you think that somebody that worked for Russia can't read this article and then tell them, like, yeah, they telling us that that's the weak point? Why would y'all be like, why would y'all be at war and saying that that's the weak? Like, you shouldn't be doing that. Like, oh my God. An executive overseeing cybersecurity at another lender said the threat level from Russia attacks had risen considerably. They like, man, we don't know if they're thinking about it or not. We just don't know. We model for cyber attacks on institutions like the Fed, but we think a hit on SWIFT is more likely in retaliation for Russian banks being kicked off it, he added. That will have a huge consequence for the global banking network. Now, if they end up hitting SWIFT like they're talking about, what happens when Russia need their money? Because Russia also messed themselves up even more too, right? I mean, we already kicked off of it, so I mean, what's really to it? SWIFT, a Brussels-based organization that is owned by its members and overseen by the G10 central banks, has previously reported attacks on its network by cyber criminals. In 2016, hacker robbed 81 million from the Bangladesh central bank in one of the biggest bank heists in history through exploiting vulnerabilities in other banks' own SWIFT. The hackers used malware to impersonate other banks on the system and send payment requests. I told you, they circumvent into the system, and the payment that was supposed to go that way, they sent it that way. Now they, whatever money that they were supposed to get, they got it over there. So they already hit them that quick for 81 million. Probably that was probably one payment, literally. Analysts said the tactics resembled those used by hackers targeting Sony Pictures Entertainment in 2014, which the FBI blamed on North Korea. In response, SWIFT started a new regime of mandatory controls for member banks and stepped up its monitoring of them. It also launched a program to help its members improve their cyber defenses and share information on attacks with each other to protect the network. So now listen to this. Y'all already sharing money between the banks. Now y'all sharing cybersecurity information. So if they picked up on one of them payments, imagine them picking up on one of them memos. Like, yeah, we vulnerable over here. Well, we vulnerable over here. So we kind of like a little vulnerable. Now they pick up on that information that y'all sending across the network. Like, why would y'all like this? That's what I'm saying. That's why I say you gotta, if you read and you understand the language, you'll understand what you should be thinking about, what you shouldn't be thinking about, because they telling you a lot in here, but I'm not gonna tell you what they really telling you. But trust me, SWIFT is under attack. It also launched a program to It also launched a program to help its members improve their cyber defenses and share information on attacks with each other. I said that. In the statement, SWIFT said that all its services were operating as normal. SWIFT takes security very seriously, and we have a strong control environment in place for physical and cybersecurity, it added. Like banks, market infrastructures, and other financial institutions, we continuously monitor the threat landscape and adapt responses accordingly. That's the end of the article. Yeah, y'all adapt that stuff accordingly, but y'all got hit over y'all head a couple years ago for 81 million. So y'all better get step y'all cookies up, bro. Y'all collecting cookies. They collected y'all cookies and took the cookies to the cookie jar, out the cookie jar. Duh. So y'all got to understand, like, why they saying that Russia is possibly going to attack SWIFT. Like, why would they be saying that? Like, oh, we kicked them off, so they possibly going to attack SWIFT. They possibly going to attack SWIFT. Let me explain this to y'all. You got to understand what BRICS is. So I ain't gonna tell you what BRICS is right now, but next video I'm gonna tell you what BRICS is, so you can understand why Russia has no reason to attack SWIFT unless Russia wants to literally mess up the global financial system. But they don't have a reason to attack SWIFT because they already got something else anyway. So I'm gonna show y'all that in the next video. So that's all I gotta say for this video. Hopefully you guys made it this far in the video. Like, share, subscribe, leave a comment below if it's something that you thought about and you like, oh my God, I can't believe that that's really happening. Like, I want to know more information about that. Get down in the comments. Get down in the comments or do your research on some of the things that you see. I'll show you the name of the article. Get on Google, Google it, read it yourself, and then go ahead and wherever you want to go as far as you can into the rabbit hole. So just go ahead and do that. But like I said, don't underestimate family, friends, lovers, enemies. Look objectively. No matter what city, state, or country is in, every hood is the same. And if nobody told you they love you today, I'm going to tell you guys that I love you because that's why I bring you guys this information to let you know that this is what's going on in the world. And I want to help you to understand what's going on in the world as easy as I can. Like, look, I'm going to guide you this way. And I know the serious stuff that I talk about, so I try to crack jokes every now and then to lighten the mood and everything. I don't want nobody out there in tears and all this and all that. I really pray for everybody across the world with all these world wars or wars, period, that we've been in over all these years. Is all over the money and everything. And everybody that don't get the money, that need the money. But it's like, we understand how they go. So now we in the informational age, I'm giving out information for people to say, hey, look, go look at this. Hey, look, put this together like this. So that's all I gotta say for this video. Like, share, subscribe. Make sure y'all check out the Mercy Papers. Hit me on my email down below. And that's all I gotta say for this video.
This video is for educational and entertainment use only. The views in this video do not necessarily represent the views or life of Marlon Dixon.